hard to make that.
Absolutely takes him down. This could be 14-4 with any money left over. So North has to either get a pick immediately and commit, or get the hell out of there and save the AWP and 2 AUGs. As Valda does find exist. That should be the encouragement they need. And I think at this point you go for it. Even without the kits, you need rounds. You don't want to let them get too close to 14, 15, obviously 16 when you still only have 4 yourself. So Twist waits for it. That gives Gade great entrance in the second arch, but Crims knows exactly how to deal with that. And he has the high ground, but good lineup. And they had to fight together. Damage went into both of them, but Valda got the shot.
Big bailout.
Still going to be tight here. With no kit, this is still going to be tight.
Yeah.
Oh, just barely. Okay.
So just to note there, Valda had the kill in transition, right? It was a 3v3 with the bomb down. That kill that he gets is the avenue back in. And you can see what happened when Crims took the shot over towards Kitchen. Twist went to reactive to that, right? Because that draws the line of sight of the CT players retaking to, oh, Crims is apps. Look, apps. He went to swing and the timing of the player coming up short was perfect. He got punished for looking away at the wrong millisecond there. That's one of the funny things about Counter-Strike. Can be a game of timing. Right now we have just a couple of nades put up. So they've done top mid and they're going to nade Gade in window here. If these are perfect, he might go down. Oh, quick reaction from him. And Cadian with a very quick shot to follow up.
They're there. JW gets Cadian back. And switch over to the pistol up close.
Oh, it's tantalizingly close.
Incredible how the money's fallen so quickly. He wanted that AWP. They knew he was there. Nades work. It's gone. Call it an overcommitment, I suppose, because he was desperate for it. They were still holding the angle. Gade's got exist. And Twist and Crims to fall next. That was a big win from North. Take that money out of their hands immediately. Now they can start to hopefully get some momentum. Remember, this is FNATIC's map choice. Nuke is that of North. Danes and Nuke. This battle's interesting as well because it's Sweden and Denmark. It's 2015, early 2016 all over again.
Yeah, well, Sweden's been dethroned for some time now. They haven't really been putting up too much of a fight. The Dusk even theorized about the idea of merging the NIP and Fnatic rosters to build the super team of Sweden. But you can see promise in both. There's definitely a lot of backbone.
They've done so many swaps lately.
Yeah.
Have they not tried that in some ways?
Look, there's clearly the star players on either side here, but whether or not that works within the systems or the in-game leading or the style that they've got, that's a whole different thought. Twist will get a shot off towards window. Just miss it there. At least they know what they're dealing with right now, though, North. They've actually got 2 players pushing for B information right now, so watch for that at the top of your screen. That might play in here while Fnatic are taking the time with 4 members to clear out middle and make sure they can get control. Brown's been able to sneak on up into connector. If he gets a little bit lazy in his positioning, Kjærbye might be able to swing and take him down, but here it is. You can see that push from AZ. You can see the focus now from North can be almost completely on middle.
JW's gone back up toward the courtyard, but AZ's already gone by. They had no idea. Even with the second chance to catch him, they didn't quite get there.
He's dead now. Surely he dies in transition here. JW, wait, did JW not hear him jump?
I guess not.
We've seen some really weird rounds, Matt. Train, remember? North versus FaZe. Oh, we've seen him now.
Didn't get the shot, though, did he? Probably could have slowed that down and controlled things, but AZ's tagged and he knows he's stuck out. That's the problem. They knew that he was out of the sight. They knew that they were behind him and therefore take the bomb to B, but it gets caught off and dropped on catwalk. So North might have done just enough and found the important kill. JW has to go reverse hunting, sweep back out from the B site, and they know he's there, so it's not like that's going to be easily done. And the vent is such a problem to go through, especially if someone knows you're coming. Just sit and hold it.
This is the jewel here. If Crims somehow takes down Katie and there's a real avenue in for this, smoking the bomb gives him a chance to potentially come up with connector. They're drawn to his position. Katie, and that's the lifesaver right there. JW will get one from behind, but is there enough time? They can hide.
10 seconds, there is now. He's
low.
got a chance at it. Can't find him though, he's up toward the lock.
Wait, does he have an idea?
He's got to check it. He's got to check it. Oh, HBJW with 2 seconds left, and FNATIC find 14.
The damage he did earlier in the round comes back to save him there. The time ticking down. He just had to search. He had to hope that AZ was close. He got lucky.
JW's showing off not only fast opping in the first half, T-side lurking. He's getting movement and room everywhere.
It's a bit of a, we say like a ratty play style, but it doesn't really matter. It's class to see when you come out behind, able to win a 1-on-3 in that kind of environment right there. That could be the straw that broke the camel's back of North on this first map. As you can see the buy that they come on in with here, there's compromises across the board, no defuse kits. Gade on a pistol. FNATIC, their buy's not perfect either. 2 UMPs. They're just setting up ready for this A execute. Similar scenes to what we saw from North early with the lurk coming late through connector. Flashes and nades come over.
Try on the side of Gade, but only for one. JW follows it. Map point is what they're seeking, and it might be what they find. Brolin able to take down Gade as Valda only manages one in return. Not done yet because bomb's not planted. Smokes are, however, in place to prohibit AZ. Seeing anyone.
Save call?
I think might just be... I guess it's going to have to be. Valda's on 3 HP. I thought they were going to try and play it together for the trade, but he's already out of there as well. So it will be the save, and it will be map point.
It doesn't feel like there's been a lot of fight from North in this game. Obviously, the T side, they need to be a bit more decisive and direct. They're the ones trying to set the tempo and the pace, but it wasn't to be. All the mid-aggression, the double AWPs, the poking and prodding. Really felt like North had a tough time getting into that first half, and the score reflected that exactly. Now in this second half, that clutch from JW, the money gets rinsed. And they put themselves in a great position to close this out very cleanly, very quickly. Because there's only 2150 on Gade, 2250 in Cadian's hands. Kjærbye has 1900. Volder with 2350 residual. And AZ with 1950 in his hands. So they can, you know, drop across some things to potentially save the buys. Well, the players on North who weren't able to survive that round. But then they're not going to have anything themselves for utility. It's compromised no matter the way you look at it. Let's see it scrap together, Famous. CZ75, UMP, that was the best they could do. Now, just going for an aim duel early. Exist knows that there's not a lot to challenge them other than M4s. He's happy to take that with the AK. That one bullet potential to the head. Pick me, bro, he says. And nobody wants to take that fight. Valda's just going to play passively around the window. And they can get mid-control very quickly and already apply pressure from Catwalk and Connector onto the bomb sites.
JW down on Gade. Valda, AZ, and Kjærbye. That is it. That's all that remains for them, and that quickly changes to just AZ, who's towards CT. Fires in for one, but flashed off down to 15 HP. And he doesn't have a lot of room or a lot of time left. I think this one is done. 15, there's no way he gets cleanly back through the vent.
Kind of just stat padding at this point, see if he can get any kills. He's going to get taken down in a second. Yep, stepped on there. Crims will finish him off, and that's a very clinical performance right there from FNATIC, looking great on their map choice. And that's how you want to start things off, I think. You know, you've really made a statement right there, and the Swedes are looking good. They've had a big break between, I guess, the group stage and now. And it doesn't look like they've lost any of that swagger. They got them 3-0 in the Swiss stage. Can't really fault them.
No, you can't. I mean, that's a very solid game. That's much better than I was expecting, considering, you know, I was saying North has been on the rise. They're looking better. Keep in mind that FNATIC, the failure at the major, they were the top-rated team by their peers.
In the Challenger stage,
In the Challenger stage, and that was a seeded system. So they were rated number 1. I think it was like one. Not everyone gave them number 1, so they were like 1 point whatever, but they were the top team. And they came up so short, and it was a huge, huge failure for them. They still have all that skill. They just didn't get to showcase it.